Hey guys, welcome back to another video. What I got for you today is Xbox 2 and Xbox Anaconda Lockhart development kit. So there has been some leaks there, and what I got for you guys is a little bit more info on that. So you're getting two different Xboxes, and it seems like they're going to be coming out in 2020. One of the Xboxes is going to be kind of like a normal Xbox, and the other one's going to be more of a high-end, which is like, so to say, the Xbox One X. Both are running Zen 2, which is way better than Jaguar, which is the one that's currently running. Which Zen 2 will have more cores and will have more capabilities, a lot more power and like accessibility to use all this processing power to add more effects and such things like that. And so apparently you will have Navi, but it might use a compound of Navi and Polaris. If you guys know about the AMD graphics cards, all of it should be balanced to meet a price for performance, the sale price, which should be around the $300 to $500 range, which 500 for the Xbox Anaconda, the high-end tier 1, and the Xbox Lockhart would be like 300 to 400, and the normal price for like an Xbox One S and stuff like that. And apparently the Xbox Lockhart will be equivalent to the Xbox One X right now. So like the regular Xbox that you're getting next gen is going to be equivalent to kind of this year's Xbox One X. Or actually, no, it will be better because it will have the new Zen 2 CPU, which has way more capability, having much more things going on, let's say in a game, much more effects, graphics, and stuff like that. Now, these nicknames, Lockhart and Anaconda, are just placeholders, the code names such as the Nintendo Switch had, which was rumored to be called the NX when we were hearing leaks about that. And that it seems like both of these will be 4K gaming beasts, which, keep in mind, it might not be native 4K 60 FPS, some might be 4K 30 FPS for those single player, like cinematic type games. And even if it is 4K, it might use some checkerboard rendering like the PlayStation did, but they're saying that the Anaconda will probably use 4K native because it has so much more power to be able to actually output those frames and that resolution, which is fine. And also, I'm thinking it should have an SSD because it would make much more sense to have something like that in the Xbox Anaconda. You'd want something to boot up faster, have way more power, and it just make a lot more sense now. Like with the times, everybody's using an SSD in their computers nowadays, so it just make much more sense with the load times. And with this raw power, we will be achieving some of these nice visuals, 4K 60, almost on all games with the Xbox Anaconda. Hopefully, if not at least maybe 1440p 60, because at this point with this much power, there should be no reason not to run most games at 60 FPS unless for some reason you're trying to like limit cap the frame rate at 30, but I don't know why you'd want to do that, and it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, these big upgrades have like a lot more, let's say, use for like the future games and developers, which they can add many more things to their games, more stuff going on in the background, instead of like being held back by the performance of the Xbox One S and stuff like that. It'll be such a huge upgrade that these developers can put more into the games without being like held back by the performance of the previous Xbox in generations. And also, there is another Xbox that is coming out. It's going to be the Xbox Maverick as the code name for it. It will be a diskless streaming device that is not really part of the next gen like power performance, more part of the this generation's Xbox One is, but it's more for people who just it'll be a lot less in as in money wise, it'll be cheaper and it won't use as much power. It'll just be kind of more like a cloud-based streaming type device, and just it'll be a whole lot cheaper, which I think is a good idea because some people just don't like using discs and they don't want any of that like physical stuff. They can just want to go straight to the games without any of the fuss, you know. Um, and I'm guessing what there also will be is keyboard and mouse support, as we are now seeing that Razer is teaming up with the Xbox. They're coming out with new mice and keyboard directly tied to, well, not directly tied to, they're more like designed for the Xbox One X. It would not the Xbox One S, both on Xbox One S and Xbox One X, but it is good to see that because I wouldn't mind like being able to just hook up a keyboard and mouse to those consoles and just play like I normally would on my regular computer. And I don't know what the implications of that would be for first-person shooters and people who still use controllers. I don't know if there's going to be anything, going on like that. I haven't heard anything being talked about that much with people using their keyboards and mice on their Xboxes right now. So I mean, we'll just see when it comes to that. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe some games are like limited to that, to the whole using the controller and that. But yeah, let's see what else. What I got for you guys is streaming. Streaming, there will be, well, there's a rumor talking about how there is a streaming service for the Xbox. Not, I wasn't talking about the console, the discless one. I'm talking about being able to stream it anywhere from your phone or any other device, which apparently that is way more of a rumor than these things are, because these are more like kind of official leaks, but not so much so that it's like they turn directly from the company. But the cloud-based streaming and all that, that's more, it's on the back of their minds. It's like, yeah, it's an idea, but they don't know if it's going to come out yet. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it will, because I wouldn't mind playing Xbox One X games like with my phone, but of course I wouldn't use the phone's like hardware to run the games like that. But yeah, let let me know, guys, what you guys think about this thing, and give me some more suggestions for anything I could do, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I forgot to mention that the source will be in the description, so make sure to check that out for a little bit more detailed info.